towards the bottom side, I think that would probably be the best. Holy, we actually got it. We got the Heimer support here for Cloud9 in Worlds group stage, looking to upset T1 and do EDG the favor. Do EDG a solid.
Can they do it? C9, 0-5 versus T1 all-time in group. C9 grouping on the bottom side.
The level 1 important for these Heimer.
What did you say? Heimerdinger kills. Someone face checking a brush. Sven's already set up in a brush. Taking control of the bottom side. Doesn't look like we're going to see any more action there. T1 moving up to place some vision down. And important to note, if you've never seen compositions like this or haven't seen them recently, early game leads are everything. One side gets ahead. Becomes very easy to get up that kill pressure, to find those early kills, to snowball the game out of control.
Yeah. If you haven't seen comps like this,
realmente no sé por qué estoy reaccionando a esto, pero creo que es porque si T1 gana, ya pasa a cuartos de final, ¿puede ser? Creo que es a cuartos de final, si no estoy mal. Así que, efectivamente, he de decir que en el video anterior dije que no sabía si había puesto primero T1 en la fase de grupos, y sí, lo puse primero, efectivamente. Así que esperemos que ganen para que sonríen y piquen otra vez.
Jensen and Faker, they're trading, that's important, but our wonderful observers and production team, they're going to show us all 3 lanes, because if Kobe can't see those towers fighting, he might lose it.
Oh my goodness, Carry is actually farming so much off his spell thieves right now too. He's just procking it over and over. They get the push though, turrets helping out on the push on the bottom side.
Viene 1-4.
Jungler so far relatively quiet.
Increíble.
We can start to see a little bit more action across the map for the 20. Belveth, we'll see how much Blabber actually wants to power farm as opposed to getting into these.
Bueno, a ver, no debería de ser tanto problema para T1 esta partida, pero todo puede pasar. Capaz que ahora Cloud9, no sé, se convierte en un all-star de las mejores ligas del LoL y le gana a T1.
All right, and we are doing the full clear for Blabber. So that was my question for the Belveth. 99 times out of 100, you want your full clear. He did do the Krug, so he's going to do full red side, head towards that bottom side. Head towards the star of the show. Blue-haired Heimerdinger.
I think I might know who your favorite Arcane character was if I just had to, like, just
the voice acting was so good for it.
It was so good. Knock up Faker. Forcing an early flash. Blabber not content with just full clearing his way through the jungle, wants to put some pressure down on these lanes.
I love those types of ganks where when you're crossing from one quadrant of the jungle to the other, you just pass through mid lane and you get an efficient gank towards the summoner spell here. Belveth, really powerful ganks early on, because if you have the dashes where 2 of them point the same way that you're going for the player, as Blabber actually, they know he's here, so this should be a T1 counter, very easy for Owner. He's sitting around waiting for it. They know they're going to go for the dive. This could be disastrous.
This is very risky. Faker has the CC, has the setup, has the extra healing. Blabber
Uy, no. Muy buenas. Me gusta porque Faker y Honor repitieron los mismos champ del partido pasado, pero creo que es otra skin la de Honor. Me gustaba más la otra, igual. La otra estaba más linda. No, igual. Ojo, esta es un puto poro gigante. No, esta es muy buena, no me había dado cuenta. No, esta claramente supera a la skin de la anterior partida. Claramente. Pero me gusta cómo repitió Faker y Honor, repitieron picks. Y bueno, me gusta también que gumayusi y Keria repitieron los picks que sacó Fnatic. Es como siendo, bueno, ahora le vamos a mostrar realmente cómo se usa un Lucian Nami. No, esto es tipo, capaz que lo pillaron, pues pintó, viste, pero...
They also, though, took the little time there for Owner. He dropped the ward over into the back of this blue pit, so they saw Blabber move from Gromp to Wolves, and they're going to know as he moves over to eventually pick up #1. They're question mark pinging it right now. They know Blabber has to be coming for something fishy.
Faker playing down just a little bit. Stepping up, lands the stun, gets the full combo off. No, Blabber standing behind him. Dash just goes right into the wall. Can they take him down? They're trying to burn through Jensen before anything else comes out.
Blabber está en meta gankearlo a Faker. Increíble que la Kelly no se haya muerto todavía. No sé, Faker. Me parece que no se escapa. Sí. Efectivamente. ¿Cómo está en meta gankearlo a Faker? Increíble, pero lo tienen Fichado este tipo.
Feels so good for Cloud9 and for the fans in the audience. They spent so many resources trying to force that play.
And I gotta say, Daniel, the Heimerdinger push on bottom. Sven got the first support roam.
Es que la Velvet estuvo, el último tramo de la partida, todo el día alrededor de la jungla, de FAKER. Es increíble. A todo esto me acabo de dar cuenta que el Heimerdinger es soporte. Me cago en la puta. Heimerdinger soporte. Increíble, se cae de risa el tipo. Cae de risa, ¿no? Increíble esto. Me acabo de dar cuenta recién, ¿no? Mi visión del mapa y de los picks es que, claro, no llegué a grabar los picks porque no sabía si iba a subir esta partida. Pero como va a ser la última de la fase de grupos, bueno, pintó, ¿no? Para ver. Igual, ojo, pues ya lo digo yo. Para mí Cloud9 capaz que jugó mal toda la fase de grupo, pero ahora capaz que se convierte en un all-star de las mejores ligas del LoL y lo caga baila T1.
It's not going to be a thing.
Yeah.
It's like, Fiora's going to be the...
He's like, Fiora's a thing, and it's like,
it's a thing.
It's not a thing.
It's not really a thing. We'll see if he can make it a thing in this one. He's only down a few CS. And he is going to scale quite nicely for the side lanes. There is still hope there, baby. I believe. Level 6 acquired first for Jensen as well, and Blabber constantly.
Y la Velvet está todo el día alrededor de FAKER. O claramente Honor también, ¿no? Pero no gankeó tanto como la Velvet ya.
Overall for any champion on the Rift, but doubly so for the Belveth. Is now pushing in here, of course, went for the Cole as well as the tier, so maybe an opportunity for Fudge to fire back as he has a little bit more in terms of combat stats.
Yeah, gumayusi and Carrier also, they were able to punish Berserker, so Berserker kind of laughing there as he gets left by himself, but the 1v2 taking a toll on the CS, and now they've got a big wave stacked. Owner's level 6, so even though Blabber's hovering, level 6 Sejuani.
And sidestep stun manages to connect, Heimerdinger. Cut down.
How dare they? How dare they?
That's rude.
How dare
No.
they?
Increíble lo que juegan estos muchachos. No me voy a cansar nunca de decirlo. Increíble lo que juegan. Por Dios, qué puta locura, boludo. Ojalá saber jugar así, pero no. Todavía sigo estancado en plata. A ver, no quiere decir que juegue mal, pero increíble. No sé qué vino todo esto, porque estaba diciendo que qué bien que juegan los muchachos. No sé qué vino en qué lo estoy yo del LoL, pero bueno, para meter un poquito de datos. Igual es increíble cómo salís de oro, o sea, a partir de oro, cómo el jueguito realmente se disfruta un poquito más, porque en bronce, hierro, creo que está bien, bronce, hierro, plata, oro, es increíble, no se puede jugar, es injugable el jueguito.
We're now playing, if you've ever played tag, this is tag in a nutshell. You're both gonna run around the object.
Ojo Zeus en esta. Igual la fiera está muy baja de vida, pero yo no sé qué mierda hace Jace. Nunca lo jugué. Pero bueno, se salvó, digamos, digo. Pero no sé realmente si se podía hacer ese 2v1. Sinceramente.
Zeus, owner. Zeus, no flash, leaping in, getting the slow down. The parry, Blabber now in the midst of the entire team. C9 descending upon
Y está bien, porque los agarraron muy mal parados. Ya me lo estaba viendo, los agarraron muy mal parados. Muy bien, igual Cloud9 rotando todos juntos. La verdad que le están jugando bastante bien por ahora. Están jugando bastante bien, pero ojo, pues. FAKER, ¿qué mierda hizo FAKER? Pero es un atrevido ese tío. Creo que le robó la ulti a la Cali y le ultió. ¡Ojo! Amigo, Lucian ya fue. Eso es lo que yo decía, o sea, Cloud9 la venía jugando re bien, pero no se tiene que descuidar porque uno apenas ve algo para sacar ventaja y increíble lo que juega. Increíble.
Easy setup here once again, over the top with the ultimate. He does not miss. Another couple kills for T1, and look at it, huge, almost triple stacked wave here for bottom side for Zeus as well, as he goes down there. Gonna get that one up, more turret plate money for him. Blabber wrapping around for another attempt.
Blabber, powered here.
W, hit the W.
Oh, big. Missing that knockup is pretty massive. Sustained damage, though, huge. Now that that's fallen away, you can start to use the
Pensé que le iba a ganar Zeus. Pero bueno, es una puta Velvet. Es una puta Velvet. Ojo, Faker ahí. Oh, lo cagó a piña la fiera. Bueno, así había empezado la partida contra Fnatic. Exactamente así había empezado la partida contra Fnatic, pero después claramente T1 lo dio vuelta. Así que yo no sé si me confiaría tanto, pero ojo, es lo que digo. Cloud9 capaz que jugó, lo vuelvo a repetir, capaz que jugó mal toda la fase de grupo, pero en este partido contra T1 son los altar de las mejores ligas.
Getting so much value out of that ability.
Yep. One of the best abilities in the game. So much damage reduction and execute damage as well.
C9 though, really just trying to force across the map. Of course, the cost of them forcing so much, pushing these man advantages, they're losing so much standing CS. They're losing these objectives on the sideline. The Herald now barreling down.
Look at this. Ah, that is a scary, scary gold difference. Gumayusi getting the tower here with the Rift Herald on bottom first, but Cloud9 coming to cut him off. They move as 5.
Jensen and Faker locked in the 1v1. Two Immortals to duel to the death, but he gets it in the meantime. The room has to come on.
Amigo, qué mierda le está pasando a Faker. Se lo está goleando la Cali full. Ojo que puede pasar acá. No tiene ulti. Ay, no tiene ulti en el Lucian, porque si no. ¿Qué paja Faker, amigo? No sé qué le está pasando.
They're actually trading. Zeus pushing on top side, getting turret plates for Akali pushing mid there. Zeus is going to get another turret up on top side. He may be 0-2, but he is certainly pushing towers. He's 2-0 on towers now.
And that's the thing. Even as C9 force small exchanges, they keep the kill score even. They are building a raid boss in this top lane. Slowly but surely, there's a tier stacking. There's a coal stacking.
It's fun to watch though, baby. Jensen going for the 1v1 on Faker.
¿Cómo puede ser que la calidad haya pegado tanto? ¿Qué pasó ahí? Realmente no entiendo que... Bueno, ahí abajo bastante bien, no sacaron ninguna kill, pero a ver, no murió nadie. Realmente casi les ganan, tipo 3 de 4 casi les ganan realmente. Pero no sé qué pasó con Faker, no sé cómo la Kelly le sacó tanto daño. Ah, va 3-0, bueno, 3-0 ahora con la kill de Faker, pero tampoco es que tiene tantos ítems como para darle tanto daño, no entiendo realmente.
1.5 items completed, I would call this. I don't really know what you count this rated, Dirk, in the scheme of things. Almost 2 items worth of gold, even if there's not 2 items. Stun gonna connect and predicts the backstab into the double bubble. Jensen now running. Luckily has the shroud to keep him safe.
Es literalmente lo mismo que la partida de Fnatic. Al Lucian le falta un ítem más y ya te los viola, porque se están escapando a nada de vida. Y ese nada de vida es literalmente el poquito de daño que le falta con un solo objeto más. O el poquito de velocidad de ataque con las botas que se va. No sé si se arma velocidad de ataque en el Lucian, o sea, con las botas. Pero es que no le falta nada. Bueno, lo borraron. Ahí lo borraron. Pero a Lucian le falta ese poquitito de daño que se lo va a dar el próximo objeto. Y se va a violar a todos, literal.
And again, some of the individual gold getting scary. 1.1, 1.2k advantage for Zeus. If you're an NA fan, avert your eyes from the bottom side of the map. Kobe, you highlighted it once, but
remember my plan though, the top secret Heimerdinger plan. Go camp in a brush, and then a single T1 member comes to face check, boom. That's the win comp.
That is the ancient tech too, because I think as long as Heimer has been playable, that has been the strategy.
Brush camp, brush camp.
For now, contesting objectives. Fudge and Zeus trade blows. And perform knockback. Fudge.
Ojo Zeus, ese maldito daño. Tenía la Kai'Sa ahí, pero para mí Zeus se los hacía los dos. Maldito daño del Chase, amigo.
They've been training in the Champions queue just for this.
Your entire career has led to this moment, Sven. You may stand still in a brush surrounded by robot towers.
Take it from Faker. It's time for hide on brush.
He's consulted all of the best Bloons players in the world. He knows exactly where to place the towers.
All right, Dragon coming up, and I think goal number 1 here for Cloud9. Get a kill onto this Lucian. Gumayusi still does not have flash. You've got precious seconds before this Loop Pinata Lucian with a huge gold bounty shutdown does not have flash. And the possible all-in is there.
And the problem is, if you do not pop the loot pinata, he will most certainly pop you. He is very fed. He has a rapid fire cannon. There's a Nami empowering him with an Imperial mandate.
When pinatas fight back. Terrifying stories.
It's a deep cut cast here, Kobe. Blabber now running.
Es que mira ese puto daño, amigo, ese puto daño del Lucian. Pega demasiado. Y, o sea, va 4-0 y sin botas encima. A ver, si bien la diferencia de oro y de torre es mucha, Clowney le está jugando bastante bien, pero es que le pesa muchísimo esa diferencia de oro y de torre. Literalmente no tiraron ninguna todavía. Pero esto es literalmente la misma partida que con Fnatic, ¿no? Es increíble.
Yeah, and of course the two people under him, also T1 players. Shows you how. Oh! Blabber, he gets the reset. He gets the objective. He's empowered, but he will be forced away. And now Faker is stolen away. The rest of the team on the hunt. Sven backing into the safety of his towers.
Where's the all chat? Type nice smite. Get him.
Lo dije, yo lo dije. Me faltaba un ítem nomás, otro ítem más y ya Lucian se los violaba a todos.
Wait a second. I don't know if I like the sound of that.
I'm not gonna tell you it's a good trade deal, Kobe, but it is a trade deal. As Fudge playing on the top side, waiting to try to find the stun. Extra healing now coming in from the marks. He's got Berserker coming in over the wall. Jensen on the backside versus Faker fighting again in the 1v1.
Ojo con esta, ojo lo que puede pasar. Mirá Zeus, amigo, ¿qué onda? ¿Qué onda ese PJ? Ojo con gumayusi. Se tiró tan... No, Faker. Pobre Faker, ¿qué hacía ahí, amigo? Me hizo acordar a Humanoid cuando quedó en la jungla del Blue de Honor. Increíble. No, Zeus. No, Zeus, amigo, no. Sinceramente no sé qué pasó acá. No sé cómo quedaron tan desacomodados los muchachos, realmente. No sé cómo mierda quedaron tan desacomodados. No está haciendo la partida de Faker. A ver, no está haciendo la partida de Faker y es raro, realmente es raro.
I don't know if that's gonna fly.
But both sides just take a seat real quick. All right, here's another look at the over the wall. Though a lot of damage from Berserker and Fudge onto Owner and Jensen with the teleport to the other side on Faker. But Fudge gets
o sea, estaba saliendo todo. Ahí no sé cómo Zeus pegó tan rápido, pero es que estaba saliendo todo bien. Lo que pasa es que no sé por qué. Bueno, ahí le hizo bastante bien la Kali también, pero no se murió el. Ah, sí, se murió el Jaime, se murió igual. Pero es raro lo que pasó ahí. Bueno, acá, pobre la Fiora. Ay, se salvó. Yo soy bastante bufa igual, tipo, cada vez que van a matar a alguien y yo hablo no lo matan, así que debería callarme un poquito la boca. Soy bastante bufa.
It's important to note, of course, this game actually technically has no stakes. First place is going to be decided by Game 6, so this one is pure fun. Whoever wins that one will also have the head-to-head, so even if the score is tied at the end of it.
Oh, it's pure fun, all right. Now, let's see. The one quest we have left for Cloud9 in this game. Can they kill Gumayusi once?
That's your quest?
Crack that pinata. That's the question. Because you receive a new quest after turning that quest in. If you can't turn that quest in, you don't even get the quest to come back in the game.
You're the designer for the quest system in the MMO, yeah. I see. It's great to have you here.
The next quest in the chain is coming back in the actual game.
Quest 1 in the MMO. Gumayusi loot pinata.
Es como están todos escondidos ahí en el bush, amigo. ¿Qué están esperando? No, se están divirtiendo los muchachos de Cloud. No, Zeus. Ni, ya los vio, ¿no? Sí, bueno, ya los vio, pero no tiene puto escape, literalmente. A todo esto, o sea, fíjate la diferencia de oro que sacó T1. Tipo, mirá esa puta diferencia de oro. Increíble. Como estaba diciendo, no es la partida de Zeus ni la de Faker, porque el tema es que también los de Cloud9 lo están haciendo bien porque están rotando todos juntos. Y la verdad que los agarran muy mal parados a los de T1.
setting up the master plan. Your only other plan that you mentioned, Kobe, baiting them into the brush. Not enough.
If only Guma would walk in there by himself.
Dashing forward. Blabber sidestepping the second bubble, but he's already getting cut down off to the side, trying to mitigate as much damage as he can. But Guma, godlike, this Pinata fights back. This Pinata's got hands, C9.
No, encima le tira emotes. Le tira emotes encima, ¿no? Se están divirtiendo los muchachos de Cloud9 en esta partida.
9K gold lead. They might not have the Drakes. Blabber may have stolen them away.
Yo tampoco sé realmente si los de T1 la están jugando a todo su potencial, digamos, porque es como raro, pero yo siento que los de T1 no la están jugando a todos, o sea, a todo lo que dan, básicamente. No la están jugando al 100%, es como que están jugando bien, pero tranqui, digamos, tipo, no full tryhard, digamos. Es lo que siento y lo que veo yo, pero no sé realmente, no sé. Ahí, bueno, se fue la Velvet y el Heimer. El Heimer se salvó, pero por un pedo de abuela se salvó.
Dragon number 3 though, this is their hope.
Yeah. Hoping to get to soul point.
The Dwani ult is up though, that is scary. Nobody can tank it. They have to juke it, they have to hope for a miss.
Guma going for a bit of poke. Faker has stolen a Kali ultimate. Tidal wave up as well. C9 has to be careful about stepping too far forward. It looks like C9 are going to back away.
It does look that way.
It would appear that they are not interested in the fight. And you might
Bueno,
say it's
dragón para T1.
down, but I'm going to give them the benefit
Venía
of
con
the
dos
doubt.
dragones, Cloud9, ojo con eso. Bueno,
T1 gonna take their first
bien,
strike of the
empiezan
game.
a hacer los
Stop the
Drakes.
soul
Didn't need that
snowballing.
one anyway.
Don't
Y esta
need it.
partida,
Healing?
para mí a los 30 puede terminarse
Been a
ya.
big fan of Osh.
No.
Pero no sé realmente, porque Clown... ¿Qué hace el Heimer ahí?
Oh, hide on brush.
Let's go.
Hide on brush, full
Let's go.
operation.
Hay Don Bush.
Wait, they're flanking. Teleport's coming in. Double teleport. The
we
double teleport.
Gonna try to lock him down. Sven, he has to get
Lo
back
que
to his
puede
towers.
pasar... No, bueno, el Heimer
Taken out. The collapse now coming in. Fudge.
en una, la Fiora...
Trying to find it out. They need to make a way out. The stab now coming in. Fudge, run. Back it up, Tear. Back it up. Faker on the chase down.
Bueno, no sé si va a terminar los 30 capaz. No, ese daño, amigo, ese daño.
It's not pretty.
Amigo.
Cut the tape.
Le apagaron la compu a la...
1v1, Jensen up currently 2-0. Faker, can he bring it back?
¿Faker?
Jensen, can he take
¿Faker?
the best of 5 against Faker in the 1v1? That's all that matters. Can he get it? Sure can flip. Golden. Can he take the best of 5?
No, realmente...
Faker with the stopwatch gets the
No, 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 qué mierda. ¿Qué mierda acaba de pasar ahí? No, es increíble, qué mierda acaba de pasar ahí. Bueno, realmente a los 30 no se va a terminar. Para mí la troleó Cloud9 de ahí. GG, Wallplay, amigo, qué mierda acaba de pasar ahí. Qué mierda acaba de pasar ahí. Por Dios, cuántas mecánicas acabo de ver en un puto minuto de pelea. Ojo. Ya había terminado, ya se estaba sacando los auriculares el tipo. Ya, tranqui.
But we had some fun. We got the Heimerdinger support call out.
Ya había terminado, se estaba sacando los auriculares, pero
What was in the end? It was like a best of
debe
5.
ser la forma de mear al rival más grande que vi. Oh. GG, well played.
In terms of the Jensen Faker, Akali Silas 1v1 score.
Yeah.
Would love to see that 1v1 again at some point so we can settle that.
Yeah. Critical part though, Faker stopwatch immunes the damage of the E2, the big damage chunk from Akali.
Me gusta que Honor tenga la zapatilla de Boca.
Great stuff.
Honor es de Boca. Pruebas de que Honor es de Boca. Las zapatillas. Ah, disimulado las muchachas, todos con iPhone. ¿Quién pudiera, loco?
Of course, fourth fastest game of the tournament. And while T1 will move on to fight for a spot out of groups to decide which seed they will end up with, fans cheer for C9. And credit to C9. They made the last one fun. It was exciting and had great moments.
Están contentos. Por más que los hayan violado, están contentos. A ver, realmente Cloud9 venía bien. O sea, venía bastante bien Cloud9, pero no sé qué les pasó ahí en esa última jugada. Realmente no sé qué les pasó, pero venían bastante bien igual. Venían bastante bien.
It's a bittersweet end for Cloud9. Even if it was a super sweet game. Oh, he's debating. Does he pull out the sign? We didn't see the sign. We're not going to get
Unfurl that bad boy.
Unfurl the sign. What does the sign say, sir? We'll find out.
Whew, okay, now we get back to serious business.
Okay, are we back to serious business?
We're back to serious business.
Because I was going to go back to Loot Pinata, but we can go back to serious business.
We're getting back into serious business with our next game coming up.
Yeah, a lot of tension on both sides. Of course, this is everything. You know how important, if you've watched World any year, Seed 1 is just about everything when it comes to favorable placement going into best of fives. And of course, if you're looking for more Worlds content, you can check out the Riff Reaction podcast hosted by Travis Gafford and our own Emily Rand. Episodes drop every Wednesday, and that means there's brand new episodes of Riff Reaction waiting for you on Spotify. Check it out. There are so many hot takes. There are so many things.
So many hot takes.
So many hot takes.
You gotta be ready so hot.
They're so spicy.
Can't touch them.
Can't touch them, but you can listen to them, and that's what's important. And while we queue up for the next game, while you queue up that episode of Riff Reaction, we're heading back over to the State Farm Analyst Desk. They are that way.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the State Farm Analyst Desk. We're going to do our own little Riff Reaction here. Just off of that singular game, and then maybe you can tune into Riff Reaction on Spotify later on to get both Travis Gafford and Emily Rand's thoughts. Unfortunately, the end of the tournament for Cloud9. They fought valiantly, but T1 will take them down here in the 5th game of the day. Just want to break down a couple elements of it. We got the Heimerdinger. We got the Belveth. It's nice to see the opportunity for the Cloud9 players to kind of step on the stage and just kind of throw everything out there, leave it all out there so nothing's in question anymore.
Yeah, and I mean, anyone who's watched LCS knows that I am a Belveth enjoyer, actually. I've wanted to see it on the LCS stage. And interestingly enough, when we were asking North American junglers why people weren't playing it, Blabber told us that he's like, yeah, you know, like it's a little bit different than other junglers, and we're afraid that if you don't snowball, you're just kind of useless and all this other stuff. And so of all junglers to pull it out, Blabber, and to actually look pretty good on it, I was like, okay. All right,
there are moments, if it really got off to the races, you felt like there was an opening for Cloud9. And honestly, very early on, we got to see some of the brilliance of the Heimer pick as an example. Every second counts, we know. And thanks to the reliable Cisco network, it was Blabber on the Belveth who was able to extend the play early on in the mid lane, long enough for that Heimer to waddle his entire way there and aid in the first kill.
This slow-mo is incredible.
Actually brilliant.
This is so good, but Blabber played this out of his mind as he started to come through. Sorry, there's so much swag that is coming off this.
I didn't know what I was asking for when I asked for this replay.
Yeah,
we're not even getting a replay, but as he get in here, Blabber just about manages to get the damage reduction off on his E. Then he's able to come through here with the Q to hop away as well. It was really great to see the fact that you managed to get both members out of there as Fen comes in with the stun, but I mean, I'm just lost in the swag now. That's it. I'm lost. I'm gone.
I do want to point out, so one analytical point is that we don't...
Help us.
We don't always see Sven get these roams, right? And I know they pointed it out on cast, but it's worth reiterating. He did get that roam timer off of his back, went mid, and it ended up working out. Obviously, I think Blabber was like the standout mechanical star in that.
Totally.
But, you know, that did make a difference, and you saw signs of life from C9 in this game.
Without a doubt, I love that call out, right? Highlighting something that we didn't normally see out of Cloud9, an adjustment, and largely due to what that pick allows Sven to do when it comes to the push. But at the end of the day, when you get to the rest of the game highlights, it really was T1 showing total control to Acta over the game.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about Sven on one side, carrying the other side. Some fantastic bubbles throughout this game, especially when we got to the mid game, like the double bubble that he got in our mid tower. We saw there at the Rip Trail quite early as well, where he got a really nice bubble and also that tidal wave. So setting up his team really well for success. And I think across the board, right, T1, they looked very much in control. Top side, the Jace was having a good time. We got to see the Sejuani getting involved as well. But to give a shout out to Jensen, as we see him on the screen, like Jensen actually had a fantastic game. I don't know what his end score was, but halfway through this, he was like 5-1. Like, he legitimately had a great game. Just unfortunately, the Faker managed to take him down to the end.
You're down in gold at that point. Faker has already shown today on the Silas when put down by Humanoid how impactful he could be on that pick, and so he does it here again. It's going to bring into question that mid lane matchup in the 6th and final game game today, to say the least. But we say goodbye to Cloud9 here. T1's got one more game on the docket, and it's against the defending world champions in EDG. If you aren't joining us in San Francisco for the finals, though, you can experience Worlds with friends and family on the big screen. Worlds will be coming to select theaters near you, and you can use the QR code right below us to grab your tickets. While you do that, we're stepping away. When we come back, it all comes down to this: T1 versus EDG.
Dash just goes right into the wall. Can they take him down? They're trying to burn through Jensen before anything else comes out. Blabber in the midst of the entire team. Stun comes out, but now he can push the E. He can activate it. So much damage resistance going in. Blabber wants to finish it. It's a clean sidestep. They get first blood. Scramble. Trying to find it out. They need to make a way out. The stab coming in.
Por favor, yo quiero que pasen la repetición del 1v1 que ahí está.
Can he take the best of 5 against FAKER in the 1v1? That's all that matters. Can he get it? Sure, he can flip. Golden. Can he take the best of 5? FAKER coming back. FAKER with the stopwatch.
Mamita, lo que fue ese 1v1, por Dios, cuántas mecánicas en menos de 2 segundos. Pero bueno, hasta acá llegó mi reacción y mis opiniones, básicamente, mi comentario. Pero la verdad, una locura de game.